Peter Rose, an award-winning architect, is a professor at Harvard University's Graduate School of Design. He is known for integrating his buildings with existing structures, as he has done with his addition to Brookside.
We've tried to understand how Cranbrook works, how Brookside works, and what values underlie the way it operates and the way it physically is. Its location being between a mark of the hand of man, the man-made road, and nature's brook is this perfect place to locate little children at the beginning of their learning experience, close enough to see the cars whizzing by and feel the kind of power of human achievement, but able to escape to the water's edge where more happens. It's infinitely alive and changing. That's a combination of the way the buildings and landscape have been inseparably connected, and just a great understanding of how people see and feel and experience things. I wasn't quite sure what to do, except that I believed very much in my ability to be an observer, my ability to come and sit and look and little by little understand what Saarinen and Booth had done. Brookside was a school that existed largely on children's terms. I noticed that kids were tremendously confident and comfortable there, and it was this set of spatial and material and other irregularities that actually made it this wonderful home for kids.
Get your napkins out of your locker, put your envelopes in your bag.
I'm a great believer that we learn as much from the things that happen by accident as from the things that we plan.
I got gardens. You have a garden today?
Good cities set up chance encounters that we learn from. Good campuses set up chance encounters that we learn from. So I tried to keep very specific rooms, but with paths between them that were a little bit more irregular and offered a variety of experience. These buildings are tremendously warm and welcoming. It's not because the materials are warm and welcoming. They're just basic materials, but it's the way they're used, and it's the way the landscape is woven into them. There are bits of copper in there that will take the concrete, and as the water oxidizes the copper, the concrete will start to streak with green, which will give it a kind of wisdom, a patina of age. The toughness is necessary if this building is to age gracefully and practically. We're using a concrete block, which is at the moment, a material that's almost, it's a throwaway material. And we made a block. We went to the block factory. We did what Saarinen did, which was we got involved in the construction process. So what you get from this very base, ordinary, inexpensive material is a richness of texture and color, all within the framework of sandstone and cement. There's a huge difference between what we do today and what Saarinen did then. He was here every day, and he had tradespeople that he probably ate lunch with, knew on a first-name basis, and it was a smaller group of more versatile workers who began the job and were there through the entire process. We're kind of setting up a system with an order to it that creates a kind of Cranbrook irregularity. Anytime you cut a block, we just change the material to brick. So what happens is that brick creeps in around the windows, because you have to cut the block to put windows in. It creeps in around the doors. It creeps in down around the rain gutters. And it makes this beautiful pattern, which has a kind of decorative quality. What we have at the heart of our piece is this little court. What's at the heart of the old piece is the tower. There is something new that occurs in the combination of these two pieces. The new Brookside. I think we've made it bigger without losing that intimacy and character. Setting up multiple opportunities for the little kids to observe the bigger kids, to get a sense of who they are, what they look like, what they sound like. The entire ebb and flow of the upper school passes under the window of the 3-year-olds who are able to see the older kids, understand what things will be like when they get older, but be safely in their own little enclave. The science is really just letting enough daylight in so things can grow and having doors that fling open so they can go to the river, which is their big science experiment. Music studios, a place for 90-piece orchestra, 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders to play quite badly in September and quite beautifully in May. There's a wonderful metaphor that is used here at Cranbrook, that of tapestry, the idea of an interweaving of things. There are major patterns and major themes and minor patterns and minor themes that if you search, you find. One is rewarded for one's curiosity, for engaging people and the place. The more you look, the more that is there.